Hi guys, this is the graphics guy, just having a look here at higher level. This is 2012 question 2. Now look, I'm after skipping the setting up of the question. I will just give a quick look at one way of doing the square there. What you could do is draw and measure out, let's say, like a plus up 10, down 10, over and back 10, all on a 30-60 axis, and that allows me to draw a small square here of 20 millimeters. That's the correct angle, but it's too small obviously. And what you can do there then is you can just enlarge that out through the corners, and once you have one corner it'll do. You could enlarge all of them, but one corner will do, and then you can go 30-60, 30-60, or you could enlarge out through all of them, which would be, that'll do the same thing for you. So that's just in relation to drawing the square there that's at that angle. So presuming you can set that up, I'll just readjust the camera here there now just to get everything in on it. So what you're going to be doing there then is I just put L for left and R for right. So you're going to be bringing down the left, rotating it, bringing down the right, rotating it, and then bringing them across. Now I'll just highlight as well there. I set up a 45-degree line here. I'll just highlight that there as well. Okay. So we're bringing over the left. And bringing that up. And bringing over the right, bringing that up. So that's how I got these lines. So I already have, that's going to be the point of the arrow, and on the left hand side there, there's 2 points that I'll just transfer across. Well, let's just adjust the camera here a little bit. Okay, so I've got 2 points on this, and I'm going to just locate a few key points. So that point is on this line. I'm not going to bring all the lines across now if I can help it, because I just want to avoid a bit of clutter. So like if I wanted to, you could number them and all that, but I don't really want to. So there are 2 key points on that first line there, and I've got the right, so there are 3 the key points. And I think before I do anything else, I'll just bring this point here now as well. So we'll just work through bringing this point. So when you project that down onto the sign when it is parallel, and then we're going to be rotating it. So we're rotating that up here, and this is the location when the wind blows the sign, so I'm just bringing that across then and up. And transferring the height across from here. So that is what I would call the V in the tail. So I'm going to join these up. So that is these two lines here. But what I'm going to look at now, the trick with this is you want to do these questions with the least amount of lines possible. So because there's a full circle there, I'm going to look at drawing this ellipse, because it's going to be an ellipse over here. So when I bring the major axis there straight up to the center, when I bring that over, and I already have that projected up, so I'm going to bring across the height. There is the bottom of the minor axis. Here is the top of the minor axis, and just to help you visualize it there, I'll also extend over the ground. And the swivel line here comes down to there. So that's our swivel stand thing. And I'm now going to bring the right hand side of the circle, and I don't even need this because that's symmetrical, but I'm going to look at that in a second. Now what I'm going to do there is I'm going to use these 2 points because they are on the circle, and I'm going to pick 2 more then as well. So I'm going to bring these 2, and I'm going to just pick, nothing else works out there really, so I'm going to just pick 2 more random points here. So I'm going to call these point 1s and these point 2s, and we've already found the point 3s then, so I'm just going to number that there, the point 3s there. So it might just help for people that aren't used to doing these. So brought them down, rotate them around onto the new position when the wind blows that sign. Then project them over. I think you're better off to do them one at a time and find the points and be done with each line as you go. So these are the point 1s. So I've got 2 points, 2 heights on line 1 here and there. And point 2, and that projects over and up. And I've got 2 points on that, which is this height and that height. And the end of the minor axis then, which I didn't rotate yet, that's here. So I haven't rotated that yet. And bring that over and up. And that there is the end of the minor axis. So now you can see here that I have enough points to draw this semi-ellipse. And I'm going to use the fact now that this is symmetrical. So I'm going to work with the points that I've taken because it's much faster than projecting all of them. So I could use maths, but I'm going to use the compass. So that's symmetrical, so I'm doing like a mirror image, and that's going to be the same up here. I'll just get the major axis, which is here. And that's all the points I need to draw my ellipse. So just go over that light there, just to get a feel of the curve. So there's our circle there, which is the full ellipse. And what makes this method useful then is the reason we chose those points now is we know that that goes to there, that goes to here, and because these are at the same height over here, if you see that line is level, so that's also the height of my arrow shaft sticking over here, so I can project so that over. So the next line I want to bring is this line here. So now just to be aware, these now rotate down the way because of the arrow swiveling. So when one side goes left, the left side goes up, the right hand side comes down as we look at it. So I'm going to bring that across. And up. So that gives us the arrow shaft sticking out there, and then that goes up to this height. So just projecting across the height of the head of the arrow. So